All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for 3 more rounds of action in the middleweight division. Fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the black trunks with the white trim, weighing in at 151.5 pounds. He trains at North Jersey Muay Thai, and this is his amateur debut. From Lodi, New Jersey, Stefan Maznev. And fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing black trunks with gold trim, weighing in at 156 pounds. He represents Crom Physical Culture with a record of 0 wins, 1 loss from Ozone Park, Queens, Marco Silva. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody, no flash photography. Make sure your flashes are turned off if you're going to take some video, and always hashtag #FanFightLife.
All right, guys, I got over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to follow them, fight clean, fight hard, fight fair, protect yourself at all times, listen to my instructions at all times. Touch them up, come out fighting.
Another 3-round amateur battle set to commence on Friday Night Fights. We are back in the realm of Muay Thai, shin pads being worn between Stefan Maznev and Marco Silva as we begin round number 1 of the Schedule 3. Ari Elegami alongside the great Primo Bellarosa from the Broad Street Ballroom in Lower Manhattan.
Both guys getting into it early with low kicks.
Maznev in the red shin pads and gloves, Marco Silva wearing the blue.
Nice, both guys seem real calm, real good technique. Straight to the clinch.
Again, unlike Glory, a lot more leeway in the clinch, right? Primo, a lot more ability to work in the clinch.
Absolutely, they'll let you work in the clinch. They'll actually let you turn your opponent. They'll let you dump your opponent. So you'll see the referee like let things go for a little while longer now. There won't be an immediate break upon no action.
Maznev's right leg landed a little bit low, but the 2 fighters touch gloves. Maznev tries the teep.
Tries to go high with a little jump kick, almost got swept first time.
Spinning back heel kick there for Maznev. Making his amateur debut against Silva, who was 0-1.
Yeah. Nice body kick, then got checked on the second one. Another body kick.
Past the halfway point of round 1, we are scheduled for 3 in this amateur bout.
Good jab by Silva, real strong jab.
Silva trying to catch the kick of Maznev and then sweep him.
I think Silva's got to turn this into a boxing match. He's obviously got the advantage in his hands, I feel like.
And there is the bell in round number 1. A couple of amateurs, again, very poised, very measured. Again, we've seen it throughout the night so far, Primo, despite minimal fights.
Absolutely.
Very polished fighting.
I'm going to go ahead and chalk that up to their coaches. Both guys coming from really good camps.
Let's talk a little bit about Stefan Maznev here, as you see on your screen. Fights out under Ray Cruz, North Jersey Muay Thai in Lodi.
Very good gym, very good gym, very traditional style. That's the home of Anjan Topik, who's obviously a international competitor, very highly ranked.
And on the other side, Marco Silva fighting out of Crom Physical Culture in Rockaway Beach, and his trainer, of course, a very well-known fighter in the professional ranks, a guy you know very well in Chris Romulo.
Absolutely, Chris is a kind of a New York City Muay Thai local hero. Chris and I actually fought on the IFMA USA team in 2004 together. Knew each other, a couple of years before that, had trained together, and then, both of our first trips to Thailand together, we went, and Chris took a bronze in that tournament. So excellent fighter, very, very good trainer as well.
Ariel Agami alongside Primo Bellarosa, a 7-time champion in Muay Thai and kickboxing with more than 50 fights to his credit in his great career. And now joining me as a broadcaster on Friday Night Fights, brought to you by Mohegan Sun Resort and Casino, Stefan Maznev coming out on fire, but Marco Silva trying to throw a white blanket on things.
Yeah, Maznev really came out trying to turn it up in this round. I think you're going to see that from the more traditional gyms. They're going to take the first round and try to get warmed up, feel things out, and then they're going to turn it on in the second and third.
Both fighters working hard in the clinch here. Again, an amateur affair. No elbows allowed in this amateur Muay Thai bout. The two fighters wearing shin pads, as you can see. Maznev in the red, Silva in the blue.
Solid jab by Silva again. You see it snap the head back of Maznev. And a nice low kick from Silva. Nice body kick from Maznev. He's really been landing that right body kick.
He reaches again with the right to touch the face of Silva. Inside leg kick, Maznev, and another one.
Maznev has good technique. He's looking like he's starting to fade, though.
Silva stuck in a couple of straight hands to the body.
There's that right hand from Silva. Silva's going to land an overhand right here pretty quick, I feel like.
Straight
that right hand is hard, and he's a tough dude. You can see it. Yeah, see, as he starts to wear Maznev down, he turns it up.
Final 30 seconds of round two, Silva.
There's that right hand again. He's really finding a home for it.
Coming forward, but he stopped with a right hand.
Got hit with a right hand from Maznev.
Very nice. Final 10 seconds as Silva swings and misses with the right leg. And there is the bell. Once again, pair of amateurs doing some excellent work.
Great round.
Limited experience be damned here on Friday Night Fights.
These guys don't care how many fights they've had. They're determined to fight like they're pros, huh?
Silva just 0-1, and Maznev making his debut. You see him right there in his corner, fighting out of North Jersey Muay Thai in Lodi. Ray Cruz and company trying to go home with a victory.
I gotta give that round to Silva. I think he edged it right there. I think Maznev had better technique in the first round, landed more things, but might have it one round apiece.
Here tonight, and all the fighters, Fairtex. Fairtex, it's Thailand's
best. Marco Silva in the blue corner, training under Chris Romulo at the Kram Physical Culture Gym in Rockaway Beach. Quick hello to our sponsors here, in addition to, of course, Mohegan Sun. We say hello to our friends at Lucky Strike, Budweiser, the Brooklyn Athletic Club, Fairtex, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Fitness NYC, and Scratch TJ Academy. Round 3 underway between Silva and Maznev.
Here we go. I really think the deciding factor here is, can Silva really push it and wear Maznev down in this round? There it is. There's that overhand right.
Seems to stagger Maznev momentarily.
Now, in order to do that, he's got to get inside of the kicks of Maznev, right?
Maznev a little short with that head kick try, and he eats some leather from Silva.
Nice one, too, from Silva. Look at Silva move. I think he's really starting to feel himself right now.
Finding some rhythm in there.
Getting right into it. There it is. Yep. I think feeling himself might be an understatement.
Nice teep, followed up by a nice pair of outside leg kicks. Silva starting to find his groove here in round 3 and take control of this fight.
He's landed that straight right to the body probably about 7 times in this fight.
And some blood now coming out of the nose and mouth area of Stefan Maznev.
Boy, he put about a 4-punch combination on, and every one of them hit.
Marco Silva trying to seize the moment here and grab that elusive first win. Straight right hand. And another outside leg kick. Bloody nose for Maznev now.
Nice head movement from Silva as well, avoiding the overhand right from Maznev.
Body kick and a 2-punch combination from Silva.
Silva wants this. You can see it on his face. He's excited to try to get this win.
Another Vicious right hand to the body. Pushes Maznev back. Final 10 seconds of action here. Marco Silva and Stefan Maznev go the distance on Friday Night Fights. Beautiful stuff.
Excellent fight. You could see Silva just stay on it and stay on it.
Things very tight in the early going of that fight, Primo. But then as the fight wore on, especially in round 3, Marco Silva really, as you said, he was finding his groove, and everything he threw seemed to find a home.
Yeah, absolutely. You could see, got a little showboat, started moving his hands, get a little shake to what he's doing, but never put himself in a bad position by doing it,
Now, as a coach, you're dealing with a guy, if you're dealing with a fighter that hasn't had a ton of experience, are you okay to see that flair, that showboating, if you will, from a guy that hasn't been in the ring too much?
Here's the thing. It's kind of on a case-by-case scenario. If I got a guy that he's just got that personality, you know what I mean? And that's how he feels. You got to let it do what it does. If you're winning the fight and you can get away with that, then great. If you are not winning the fight, keep your hands up, walk forward, use good technique,
Primo Bellarosa, taken from him, an accomplished fighter and coach.
I was never able to pull off anything sassy like that. I was too worried about losing.
For a parking garage at 15 William Street.
And we are excited to announce, of course, that next month at the Theater at Madison Square Garden, Glory 43, one of the best fighters in Primo's camp, Elvis Gashi, will be in the squared circle, trying to keep his undefeated record intact. We'll hear from Primo about Elvis throughout the night. And his commentary welcomed here on Friday Night Fights. Let's go up to Connor Hall for the decision right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we do have our winner. By majority decision, Judge A sees this 28-29 in favor of the red corner. Judge B sees this 29-28 in favor of the blue corner. Judge C sees this 29-28 in favor of Ozone Park's own Marco Silva.
So the judges see a split decision win for Marco Silva, who seemed to take control in that 3rd round. It's a good thing he did, Primo Bellarosa, otherwise he may not have come out with his first amateur victory.
Yeah, it turns out he needed it. I thought it was a pretty clear-cut victory for Silva. I might have given Maznev the 1st round. 2nd and 3rd were easily to Silva, and I thought it was pretty obvious. But, sometimes, like I said, judges will prefer body kicks,
Silva picks up his first amateur Muay Thai win on Friday Night Fights.